We are here in Mexico City to check out the food scene. We're going to be going on a little food tour here in Mexico City. Hey everyone, Scott with Scott Man, and make sure not to watch this video on an empty stomach. It is so good to be finally here in Mexico, and being a foodie like me, this is basically a paradise for me because I love Mexican food, but we're here in Mexico to get the real stuff, the good stuff, the amazing stuff. And in this video, we'll be going on a little food tour all around Mexico City, check out some great eats. I'm focusing more on different foods you can get here, although I'll be going to some different restaurants along the way too, so no worries. So I'm starting over here at the Zocalo, which is the main square here. Beautiful evening, I have to say. And we're gonna go ahead and get out of the historic center, Centro Historico, and we're gonna head over to Roma Norte to go get some tacos, because when we're in Mexico City, we have to start off with good old tacos. Oh yeah. All right, so I made over to the Roma Norte neighborhood, and this is a very hip place to be. There are all kinds of great restaurants and places to eat around here. So we're gonna start off this food tour by getting some delicious tacos over at Taqueria Orinoco. It's a local chain in the Mexico City area, and they're known for amazing tacos. In fact, even in the middle of the afternoon, people were lined up for them. So I think I need to go stand in line and go get some tacos. Oh yeah. Just order at the counter up there and then sit down and they'll bring the food out to you. And I've been waiting for this for so long. Mexican tacos in Mexico. So I had to get 2 pastor tacos and 2 res tacos. So basically 2 beef, 2 pork. All right, it's time. There's a lot of flavor in these tacos. Meat's fantastic, and taste the onion too. So I'm gonna go ahead and try one of the other tacos here. Corn tortillas, and of course the meat is cooked very well. What a great way to start off this little food tour here in Mexico City. Tacos are phenomenal. That was amazing. Great way to start the food tour here in Mexico City. And I'm glad I went when I did, because I was only second in line now. The line is gigantic. But yeah, there are many taquerias all over Mexico City because tacos is a very popular street food as well too. Speaking of street food, I'm going to be going on a little food tour to introduce the next part of this food tour, because there's more to Mexico City and Mexico in general than just tacos. So we might as well go on a food tour to check out all kinds of great food, including some street food too. So you do not want to miss this. All right, it's a brand new day. We're in front of the Palacio de Bellas Artes, and it's time to get some more food. We just had a nice little introduction yesterday with getting some tacos, but now we need to try some other food. So to get a nice little welcome to Mexico City, we're gonna go on a food tour. So going through Get Your Guide for the food tour. This video is not sponsored by them or anything like that. They're very good, they put on like a lot of different great tours for many different cities and countries. So figured try it out for this food tour. So this will be a great way to enjoy some amazing food here. So we'll try a lot of cool stuff, including some street food, I believe too. So this will be exciting. Food tours are a great way to try many local foods, and you can get a lot of them in Mexico City. And one of my favorite things I tried was all the different types of mole. Mole is the national dish of Mexico, and it has a lot of different flavors from spices, peppers, and chocolate too. The mole was absolutely delicious, and I loved getting to try many different varieties. Nice start to the food tour. So the last thing we had was a bunch of mole, which is a national dish here in Mexico, because they make different moles all over. It's like each Mexican state has its own mole. So I had one that had chocolate in it. It was more traditional. There was a guava one, which was probably my favorite. And then there was also one with plantains. So that was really good. Now we're gonna try some stuff from the market next. Coming up next on the food tour, we check out a very cool market called Mercado de San Juan. So in here you can get all kinds of fresh fruits, meats, and even some exotic stuff too. One of the first things we tried was like little bagel sandwiches, if you can even call them sandwiches, have like different meats and vegetables on them, and I'll have to admit, they're pretty good. Absolutely enjoyed trying each of these and trying the many different local flavors. And I'm also trying this drink too. It's kind of like almost like a sangria a little bit, but it's close to it. It's pretty good. Kind of tastes like cough syrup. If you remember me talking about exotic stuff just a moment ago, we're about to try some grasshoppers, and it was quite interesting. It was okay, but things were about to take a turn for the worse. And as you can tell, this is not the food tour, so... but yeah, I think I have a case of like food poisoning, or as they call it here, Montezuma's revenge. So basically, kind of like when you go to a lot of places, you can get like what's called traveler's diarrhea, although haven't really had diarrhea yet, but basically it's like I had to throw up a few times earlier today, although thankfully I haven't at all in the past like 2.5 hours, so that's finally getting better. But yeah, my stomach feels a little queasy. I've been taking a few Pepto-Bismols that I take with me on every trip. Never really had to take them until now, but I'm so glad I have them. But it's very important that, especially when you travel, make sure you always have some type of a first aid kit, whether it's like having Pepto-Bismol or Imodium, because things like this can happen. And I've had more milder episodes where I've been to Bali and also even to Istanbul a couple years ago. Although that didn't vomit or anything on that trip, it was more basically the other way around. But it was nothing too crazy. But yeah, it's like I feel like I have a little bit more strength than I did like a half hour ago when I had to sit on the toilet for a little bit of time. And without getting too descriptive, yeah, I was able to clear some things out, and nothing serious looking, thankfully. But yeah, that's kind of a reminder. It's like, yeah, you can't plan everything perfectly. But yeah, the food tour was pretty cool though, although it's like I first started feeling a little uneasy after the first place we went to, which is where we had that mole, which was really good. But yeah, it just kind of just hurts to talk about food right now, and that's someone who is a big time foodie. It's like this is one of the rare times I'll say it's like I can't even think of food right now. But been drinking a lot of water, and we'll see how I feel in the morning to determine whether I'm good enough to return to the food tour, if I have to wait another day, or worse, maybe even have to put it off altogether. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I'm just trying to keep it real for everyone on here. But yeah, stay tuned for the video and I'll tell you what happens next. And we're back at it. So anyway, so feeling a lot better. So it's like, yeah, the little traveler's diarrhea I had, thankfully only lasted about a day or day and a half. So I just took it easy when it came to the food, but now we're back and it's time to enjoy some great Mexican food and continue this food tour. So I'm over in Polanco right now. We're heading to a very popular place where you can get all kinds of great Mexican food. So I'm really excited to continue this food tour. All right, and here's the place, La Casa de Tono. It is a chain here in the Mexico City area where you can get all kinds of great Mexican food. They're famous for their pozole, which is like a Mexican soup or stew, which is supposed to be really, really good. So let's resume this food tour by getting some pozole, maybe even something else along with it. All right, time to resume this food tour. So got a nice dining area in here. Got all kinds of great dishes from pozole to flautas to tacos, enchiladas, chilaquiles. So I decided to get one of their flautas with carne, which is like beef, and of course their famous pozole. the stew, which has this one I got has chicken in it. Go ahead and try the flauta first. So lots of carne, and of course some lettuce and some crema. Pretty good, I have to say. Nothing too crazy, but hey, maybe for my first meal back to this is probably a good thing to eat. All right, so now let's try this pozole. Decided to try it second because I need a little bit to cool down. Really good. Really like the sauce that they put in this. Has some spices in it, but not too extravagant or anything. This is so good. I see why people get this here. Pozole is phenomenal. It's like the flauta okay, but the pozole, the pozole was amazing. Not too spicy either, which, yeah, I like spicy food, but probably after what I had to deal with about a day ago, it's like, it was probably a good thing anyway, so that way I just ease myself back into things. But even the flauta got even better, like after those first couple bites. But yeah, so we'll go try some great Mexican food over in La Condesa next. So this time we'll be getting something that I'm a little bit more familiar with, but we'll have to try it in Mexico. So stay tuned. All right, so we're in the La Condesa area, and it's a little noisy here, so I'll talk a little louder. Thankfully, I have this microphone. But anyway, so next up on this food tour, we're going to a restaurant, and we're going to be checking out Condesa Azul, or Azul Condesa. It's a highly rated restaurant here. You get all kinds of great Mexican classics. So it'll be a nice way to show the dining experience here in Mexico City, because now you can get great street food, but you can also go to different taquerias. And of course, you can't forget about restaurants. So we're gonna head over and get some delicious food. Well, I gotta say, very nice restaurant in here. Looks absolutely beautiful. So all kinds of great Mexican dishes here. One of my all-time favorite Mexican dishes that I get back at home are enchiladas. So that's what I had to get here. Let's try here in Mexico. We got the enchiladas with mole negro, which is basically, it's a mole sauce from Oaxaca. You can even smell the chocolate mixed into the mole. And of course you got cheese and crema on top, and of course inside you got some chicken. You can also get cheese if you want to. Okay, here we go. Wow. So you have the tasty goodness of enchiladas, cheese, the crema, and also chocolate. And it might sound like it's a bad combo, but this is good. Like, it's very rich. Yeah, I love it. This is fantastic. Gotta love it. That was delightful. It's like as I was saying, like the enchiladas were really good, cooked very well. The chicken was nice and spicy. Also the cheese, the onion, and the crema. And of course the mole. Of course the mole from Oaxaca like has like a chocolatey taste. So it's like, who knew that enchiladas and chocolate would practically mix very well together? But you have to try it because it's fantastic. But yeah, Azul Condesa is a fantastic restaurant. Highly recommend it. People are very, very friendly in there. But stay tuned because we got more food coming up now that everything's feeling better now. All right, so on to the next place. All right, so it's time to get some more food for this food tour, and we're going to a place I've been wanting to check out on my little itinerary that I made for this trip, and it's also for the tour I went on to Teotihuacan earlier today. They even recommended it as well too. There's a little restaurant slash cafe I'm gonna go to for some more great Mexican food, so let's go get some. And there it is, Cafe de Tacuba. All right, got a table inside. This is beautiful. Very beautiful dining room. Lots of beautiful decorations. Love this classic look in here. You got all kinds of great Mexican dishes from chilaquiles, enchiladas. I think they even have tacos here. Lots of great stuff. So I enjoy good chilaquiles, so that's what I got. The chilaquiles con pollo. Plenty of chips, cheese, chicken, and of course a lot of verde salsa. Even a side of beans too. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig in here. This is pretty good. Really like the salsa or the sauce that they use. They probably could have put a little bit less in this, but still pretty good though. But yeah, chilaquiles is mostly a breakfast dish, but people can get it at any time of the day. All right, let's try another bite. It's good though. Needs a little bit less sauce, but other than that, it's really good. And I decided to get an horchata too. I forgot what's in it, but I remember having one in Seattle for the first time, and I really enjoy it. So I want to try one here in Mexico, where it's from. It is very, very sweet and very, very tasty. Very delightful. The horchata, on the other hand, that was excellent. Really excellent. And yeah, I couldn't remember what it was made of when I was drinking it, but yeah, horchata is basically, it's like a water drink that has like rice, sugar, and cinnamon mixed in together. It's a concoction that is delightful. And that was easily a 10. It was better than the one I had in Seattle. Which is probably a good thing because horchata is a classic drink you get here in Mexico. It's not a Seattle drink. All right, so we've got to check out some of the restaurants and cafes here in Mexico City. So now we're gonna switch gears over to some like street vendors or like some more like local stops like taquerias or other different spots to get some really good food. I'll have to get that on a different day though because I'm full. All right, so stay tuned for some more awesome food. All right, so now it's time to get some more in the way of like street food, or basically things where you can, or foods you can get that's not like at a sit-down restaurant. So we're gonna make sure I'm not in anybody's way. We're gonna kick things off over here in the Coyoacan area, over to the Mercado de Coyoacan. So inside there's a legendary place where you can get some tostadas. And of course you can get some other cool stuff as well too. So let's head in and take a look. Welcome to Mercado de Coyoacan. It is a very cool market with all kinds of fresh produce, nuts, spices, and even some cool souvenirs which you can buy as well too. It was really cool checking out the market, but we're about to come up to the coolest thing of the market, which I'll tell you more live. All right, so after navigating the market, we come to the most famous spot in the whole market. We got the Tostada station. They're known for their legendary tostadas, some of the best in all of Mexico City. You get all kinds of great toppings from chicken to, of course, seafood. So I decided to get a tinga de pollo tostada. So a tostada is a big, crunchy tortilla shell topped with lots of great toppings. This one has like chicken, chilies, lettuce, cheese, crema, even avocado. Wish me luck. Muy delicioso. This is cooked perfectly. The chicken's very flavorful, lots of great spices and sauces. I love this. They are messy though. Those tostadas were delicious. I showed the one, but I ended up getting a second one off camera, a bistec one, or it's like a beef steak. That was really good too. Heard so many great reviews on the tostadas, and I'm glad I got to try them. And it's pretty cool that even though I was able to pay in cash, they accept credit cards there. So it's good that they're a little bit flexible on that. And for 2 tostadas, that was only 80 pesos, which is very, very cheap. You pay a little bit more, you can get some of the seafood ones. But I heard their seafood ones are really good, like the octopus or the crab or the tuna. They even have a ceviche one. However, I'm trying to play it safe a little bit after what happened earlier in the week, so I decided to get more like grilled meats like chicken or beef this time. But yeah, definitely have to check it out though. All right, so now we're gonna leave the Coyoacan area and I'm going to head over to Roma Norte to enjoy some more great street food. We need to get more tacos while we're at it too at some point. All right, so I made over to the Roma Norte neighborhood. Very popular place along with other neighborhoods like Coyoacan, which I was just in, and also La Condesa and many others. But this area has a lot of great restaurants, and of course this is where we even started this food tour as well. But we're gonna check out a couple of different areas for street food here. So the first place is just a block or 2 away. All right, I think we found the spot. So this stand here is called Jenny's Quesadillas. So this is a place where you can go to get some street quesadillas, one of the iconic street foods of Mexico City. So when looking for great places for street food, you definitely check online blogs for recommendations. Like this came up many times. And not only that too, but look for places that are either very sanitary or there are a lot of people. And this place looks incredibly busy. So that's how you know that it is a place where you can get street food safely. So let's head over and get a quesadilla. All right. Muy delicioso. Hot and delicious. So I got the tinga de pollo. It's like chicken, like a tomato sauce. There's of course cheese in it. This is a quesadilla, and it's delightful. It's very juicy, very cheesy. This is delicious. That quesadilla was the best one I've ever had. It's better than any quesadilla you can get back in the United States. It was cooked to perfection. Like you can even watch her make the quesadillas in front of you. It's like if I wasn't getting other street food coming up, I almost would have gotten more. So yeah, one quesadilla for 30 pesos, that was totally worth it. Very, very juicy too. So good. All right, so the next spot is gonna be right here in Roma Norte as well. We have to get some more tacos because you know me, I love my tacos. We're of course still here in the Roma Norte area, and there is a really good taqueria or street taqueria called Taqueria Los Amigos. So when I was looking for some great taco spots online last night, this place popped up, and for street tacos, they're calling my name. So let's go get some street tacos, because when you're in Mexico City, you have to get street tacos at least once. Otherwise, have you even visited Mexico City?
¿Qué le metemos? Esos 3 de pastor, por favor. Solo. ¿10?
Very flavorful. Well, those hit the spot. Those tacos were fantastic. Classic al pastor tacos with, of course, beef, cilantro, onion, pineapple, and they even have other types you can get there too. Even some spicy salsa. The street food scene in Mexico City, it's on top of the world. So now I'm in the mood for a little bit of dessert. So one thing I've been wanting to try for many years are churros. So I've been seeing them so many times eaten by people on Instagram and YouTube. I'm like, I need to get some. So I think the time has come for us to get some. And I know just the place, it's, in fact, for churros, it's a legendary place. All right, and here's the place, El Moro. El Moro is the place to go for churros in Mexico City. There are locations all around the city, and everybody online who talks about churros, they go to the El Moro. So I think we need to go get some dessert. I am so excited right now. All right, so I just ordered at the counter, get some fresh churros, coated with sugar. And you have to get one of their dipping sauces too. Got their chocolate or chocolate. All right, so we're gonna try 2 bites on camera, one without the chocolate sauce and the other without. Now I know what I've been missing. These are better than donuts in my opinion. It's just fried dough. It looks like a long stick coated with sugar. And you gotta dip it in one of their dipping sauces. Here we go. It's even better with the chocolate sauce. Amazing. You have to get churros here in Mexico City. These are phenomenal. Those are really good. What a great way to wrap up my day of street food. Everything from delicious tostadas to tacos to quesadillas to churros. All right, so that is the food tour. We've had a lot of great stuff, and of course we even had, unfortunately, hiccup in the plans earlier in the week, but at least we were able to recover and get back to the swing of things. But yeah, had such a great time checking out all of the great foods here. There's so many different food options here in Mexico City. This was just a small taste of what the city has to offer. So we've had so many great things, from pozole to lots of tacos, tostadas, enchiladas, some really good quesadillas, and of course I'm also naming like street foods too. So it's like, of course, I really enjoyed concluding things with the street food, and of course wrapping things up with churros. So yeah, fantastic food. So yeah, definitely have to check out Mexico City for the food scene. It is absolutely incredible. So enjoyable. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scott Man, signing out from Mexico City.